Is 4, and you've got one more square right there.
Like one half.
Iris. The top view is just that one block. It's 4 and 1.
Yeah, 4 and 1. And the 1 is off the side of the I could go.
Okay, if I follow it, I can see that. You know, if there's anything past that.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. It's harder to say because you don't know about the depth. If you knew the numbers, 3, 2, 1 or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't know things I got it.
That was so fast though, I just lost it too. Unfortunately. Okay, so where would you look once you get your shape made? Where would you look at your shape? How would you do the total number of blocks?
You can do it from there.
So get it?
So it's no man's.
Janice, how's your shape going? Did you get a note?
I got what I saw from the cheat.
You're gonna need your shape. Means you're gonna need your metric tape.
I just don't know how.
So what is your front view have to look like?
It doesn't give me that.
Okay, the back of this. Right looks like this.
Right, let's look at the back view. Right now view. Yes. Left view. 3. Yeah, we do. Anyway.
If you think you have your shape built, now I want you to take a look at your shape and check it with the direct views that are up here.
One was better than that. I do believe it.
Guys, do not take your shapes apart.
Draw them? Are we drawing? Yes.
Okay, so once you get your shape made, call me over there. You're going to be doing this isometric view. Isometric view is a corner view. So you would have, now you're starting to draw your 3D on the isometric view. Oh no, I see what you're talking about. So this is going to be like that you said. So if I'm going to do this corner right here, I'm going to go like this. Okay?
Was that shape?
And that's this line?
And then here we go.
Okay, now the left side.
Now, this is hard work. This is hard work. So don't get
Draw the
yourself
whole
up.
shape.
You have a here's your 1, 2. Okay, so that means I'm going to go up. So I'm just shading them right now. There's my corner. Totally. So there's 1, 2.
No, I really, I was just trying to make
So now I still have 2 more. Ways goes right here on the top. There's a ring of letters. Now, in the corner, what else can you see? I can see one thing over here. Right? So that means I have to set one up right here. So just see,
And then you can put the numbers in as far as
like that here. You're just seeing the area of it.
You can't thing is, you can't look at it
Did you have your shake? Okay, let me go ahead and add you back up here for just a second. I'm going to come around and check your shapes to make sure that you have the correct shape. They're three-dimensional shapes. They're linking cubes. Thank you. But I also passed around another dot paper to you. Notice that the dot paper is different. It's an isometric view, and an isometric view is the corner view of your shape. So as I tell my 7th and 8th grade students, line your nose up with the corner of your shape. You can see going out three-dimensional. So the isometric view is your actual three-dimensional drawing of your picture.
One more time, the numbers that you had on there before were not the level that the cube was on, it was the number of the cubes that you saw, right?
The numbers on the base plan,
The numbers that you had on the base.
they are representing the vertical height of the three-dimensional shape. So if you have 3 there, then you've got to stack up 3.
There's.
Well,
I don't know.
on your shape,
Right, so I'm saying, this is the first one, so I have one from that. There's also one behind.
okay, show me your front piece on that shape. Where's your front piece? Yes, that's your front view. Now, this is your left view. Okay? So you see 2, 3, 2, 1. Now, yes, probably is going to have a cube right here. Because then we're seeing this cube. Oh, yeah, it's going to have it, it could still have a cube. It's not going to mess anything up. Yeah, it's not going to mess your view up. Okay.
So you're just saying
So
that
there's
say
that.
3 on the other side. There's just
Now,
gonna be a little.
this is your,
one
that was your
side.
front.
See that? See
This
there's
is your left.
You just have to.
See on the.
I'll put one down for you, you get the rest. You have 1, 2, 3. Now, whether we need a cube here or not, depends on what our right view looks like.
Put one on the.
So our right view is 1, 2, 3, 2. So that could be it. That could be the shape. It could also, you could have another kid put a square, that you could put a square there, and it still would mess up your direct view. Okay. So, was that your base plan? Well, this is your base plan, right? Well, I was, it really does.
Yeah, I was represent.
Yes, if you put the numbers in it.
I'm learning about something different.
It's your floor.
About tax.
He's taking for his backpack. Said you're taking for your backpack.
Don't we have?
I'm looking for the eraser.
Think about your three-dimensional shape, and cut it at each level. So we would have cubes at level.
So the 3D
Do the front view first.
I looked at the eraser.
So even if you had, now you want to, because if you were building it, you're going to need another one now. There's one cube. So it can go that way, so that would be the front.
One day, one day, we actually
student and good drinking. This is the front. Okay, really, yeah. So, but right? More than that, this is one. Straight on, so you have probably get some of your package.
What was our
Okay, where do you have three letters? Okay, so build from the starting.
Oh, you're supposed to use one.
I know.
I don't know. That's right. Or the top. Because I'm not real good with 3D shapes and I had to go back and erase the extra lines. And put the line.
The shapes will.
I don't know if that's right, but it was a shot.
It says our artistic one here. Putting in the circle.
Yes.
You want to sit here?
I would say that the numbers in the base plan.
This is right. I think I put an extra square.
It'd be over there, she likes to be very specific.
She can draw. It helps if you have talent.
That's
Makes it a little bit easier to swallow. With his foot? Oh, I thought you were comparing me to foot guy. Oh, yes, yes.
That's always a.
Yeah.
This one.
I like that.
Family Guy makes fun of him a lot. I actually watched one last night about evolution and creationism, and then I came in this morning and she was talking about it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they totally knew I was going to have to listen to that today. That was my connection. Yeah, I don't think anybody appreciated that. But it's not real life, it's a cartoon that I watch way too much of. Okay. I can't, I can't. No, I don't think it is.
Here's my first one. So your first one.
What are you doing?
Oh, I forgot those. Yeah. See it? Yeah.
No, you're reading. I wasn't like getting one to you.
I thought you were gonna be our type.
No.
I am just reading how to use manipulatives and centers and stuff. You know what? And have to do.
I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna pull out my little cube and I'll be doing this forever because it irritates me.
Never. I don't think I've ever. It's hard to get along. And she thinks I'm rude. I'm like, we just different types of rude.
It must have got moved to even 6th grade.
We're equally rude.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right, I think you got it. Thank you.
Oh, now I just got it. First it was like
See, that's what I did. Because see, you have these two pieces back here. And you can't get them.
Really?
No, my heart, thank you. Yes.
I think I did.
So would it be easier to go to St. Martin's?
So we're trying to figure out where it's changed, so it's out of eighth grade now. And I saw, and I think that we started to get, so it's still, they want the art. It's changed.
Okay, how you doing?
It's hard.
But this is even where I liked it, when I taught you. Like your turn, and she would take over.
Yeah.
And I would spend a large time with that. She could do this, 3D shapes, you gotta read. I didn't know what it is. Yeah, I don't have to go back and check it.
Yeah, you're more interested in 3D shapes.
I don't know.
Okay, so let me bring you back up here, guys, because we gotta close up. No, sorry. You can play in just a minute. But I just want to kind of recap. We're not gonna have time to do that, but I do have task cards here that what I do, let me just explain it to you. What I do with my kids is, then this is their group work. All right, so each group has a different base plan. They've got to build the figure, draw it on isometric paper. So give me the three-dimensional shape on what it should look like. Give me the direct views for their chart paper. So this would be another activity that I would do in class. So I have these if some of you want those.
I was gonna say, this is really good to cover art teaks as well.
Yes, yes, very much that spatial visualization and putting things spatially. Kids have a hard time with this.
Now, when you said you have those, if anybody wants them, do you mean you have the Blackline Masters for them to have?
Those would be the Blackline Masters. So we can run copies off for you guys if you're interested in them. Okay?
Let her know. I put it rolling, I do one up.
My art is I'm looking you to draw it.
Okay, guys, yes. So Rowan's going to take them, scan them, and then put them as a PDF and give them to you guys.
Thank you, Rowan.
But let's go ahead and close this out. This was definitely a visualization in our geometry strand. Yes. Remember what you were doing. Visualization activity involves seeing and understanding shapes. And what were you doing from different what? Perspectives. Right? The main goal of the visualization strand of geometry standard is to identify, to be able to identify, and to be able to draw two-dimensional shapes or images of the three-dimensional figures and to build three-dimensional shapes. So think about what your sides of your three-dimensional shape. When you were drawing the view, are you drawing a two-dimension or a three-dimension on your direct views? On your direct views, your front, your back, your right, your left, it's two-dimensional, isn't it? Okay. Activities aimed at perspective visualization involve drawing of small buildings made of cubes. This is very hard for kids to do. You have to have patience with it.
It's hard for Jen. Is it hard for Brenna's?
Brenna's can't.
So our last bullet Would you agree that shapes can be seen as seen from different perspectives?
Yes.
And the ability to perceive a shape from different viewpoints helps us understand relationships between 2- and 3-dimensional shapes. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, you guys are still working on your isometric.
No, yes, no, that's hard.
Okay, we're done.
Okay, so if you would put the cubes back in the bags, please. And one person from each table grab the bags and put them back in the tub over here. Did you find it? One person from each table, please put the
Cubes back in the big bucket.
here. The gray or
Make sure all cubes are in there.
check the floor, please.
I think so, yeah. I would never do it a different way. That's mine too.
I have no idea what Dr. West has scheduled for y'all now. Do y'all? Okay, look at this.
That's assessments.
And then I think she has like a little plan there. Miss Hilliard? Okay, if you would clean up your other materials too and put them back in the baskets that are on the table so the ladies won't have to take a hard time picking them up. I guess we're headed back down to 243 for planning. 243.
And I do pass these out.
Your chair is from my glasses.
What do you do?
I'm 27.
Okay, 243.
Okay, that's